Good morning, everyone. This is Elio Piedra, and you are watching Morning Coffee with Elio. You are looking to boost your morning and bring the energy level all the way to the top. You are at the right place. Let me tell you, this is going to be awesome this morning. I have an amazing guest, young entrepreneur and life coach by the name of LeeNor. She's a certified life coach. However, she prefers the word empowerment coach because that is what she is here for. Yes, to change your life, to empower you to follow your heart, to break the chains of doubt, tradition, and insecurity, and to go after your dream life without fear and hesitation holding you back. She will join us after this. Stay right there. Get up, baby, this morning. This is Elio Piedra. Another morning means another coffee because this is Morning Coffee with Elio. This is going to be a great day. We have a fantastic guest. And the wait, it is over. How you doing? Happy morning coffee.
How are you?
I'm super excited to have you here.
It's so great to be on here. It's an honor, and I'm so excited.
Oh yes, the honor is all mine. You are very young, and you are already a certified life coach, and we want to talk about that, and we want to talk about your book. And tell me about your background and your desire to become a life coach.
Yeah, so this is something that I would say I've always known that I wanted to do starting by the age that I could really decide. So probably about 13, 14, 15 years old. I was just, held by this desire to help others. I've been giving advice my whole life, and I was like, this is something that, it really sparks a fire within me, and I would love to do. And then, I went through college and I went through that whole path of, okay, no, I need to focus on making money so I can support my family, et cetera, et cetera. And then I would say about mid-college, I got a mentor from a scholarship program that I was a part of, and she just happened to work with life coaches. And from there, it kind of spiraled, and I was going through my own personal transformations at this time, and it was almost like a sign from the universe. So as soon as I was like kind of at the end of my college career and everything was just smoothing out and I had the time, I started dedicating more of my time to this passion. So getting certified, building my website, et cetera, et cetera. And here I am today.
Wow, that is fantastic. All right, so now we're gonna talk a little bit, just a little bit, about this awesome book that you have. Talk to me about this book that is called The Game Changer Workbook.
For sure. So I actually just released this book about 2 weeks ago. Just got the paperback in as well. It's been an amazing journey. It was just like a spark of an idea for me one day. And I said, okay, let me sit down and make a freebie. I was going to make a freebie that was like about, 7, 10 pages long. And I sat down and I started making it. And then the next thing I know, I was on page like 100. And then all of a sudden, it was 150 pages. And I was like, oh my God, like I just made this book. And it was like a revelation because it is everything that I do for my clients, but in a book. It's kind of like an affordable, very affordable take home version where you need to have the discipline and the commitment to do it. But if you have it, like you can get everything out of it. And it really puts together everything that I try to do in my whole message in a book, which is taking, where you're at in life right now, wherever you might be, that's not satisfied, and taking you to where you could be in this like brilliant, shining, thriving version of yourself that we all have within us. So it's very exciting. I've already got a couple reviews come in, and it's just amazing to be able to help people, around the world with the book.
Wow, that's awesome. So, let's say somebody would like to, hire you. So, what are all the fields, like the industries, the people that you could work with? This is for everybody, or what is the ideal client that you're looking for?
For sure. So I work with women, usually only women. I'll make an exception here and there if it's, fits super well with my program. But my whole thing is that I'm a woman empowerment coach. It's kind of based on my own journey and everything that I've been through up until this point. And, I realize that so many women have just this incredible potential. Honestly, every woman has this incredible potential, but the way that we're raised in the society, sometimes we feel like that's not our place, or we're afraid to speak out. And it's just, I want to be that person that helps every woman find her voice, heal her past, and step into that power that she has.
Okay, so here's my question: why only women?
Yeah, so I would definitely work with men. The reason why I chose women as my niche is because I can relate it to my own experience. I'm a woman, and everything that I have lived through, so many other women live through similar things, in just regards to, the way society is, and personal experiences, and that type of thing. So I want to know that I personally can help to the best of my ability. And by, living as a woman and helping other women, I know that I can.
That is fantastic. What is one of the hardest experience that you could share with our audience here, like, as a life coach, with your in your experience?
Like my experience as a life coach or before life coaching?
As a life coach, yes.
Well, I guess I would probably say just, the entrepreneurial aspect of it, getting started and really building this brand. But even more so, I would say almost the hardest thing is saying no to potential clients. My thing is that, like I was saying with women, I need to make sure that I'm 100% a coach aligned with your needs. So what I do is I have a discovery call, which is completely free, and it's like a 20-minute call. And people talk to me telling me their needs, their goals, their obstacles, and I tell them who I am and what I do, and then we make sure we're a good match. So because of who I am, I want to say yes to everyone, and I want to help everyone, but I want to make sure ethically that, I have the ability to 100% take them to where they need to be. So just kind of that monitoring, not just saying yes to every person and every opportunity, for sure.
Wow. So, yeah, it makes sense. It is hard to say no to clients that you know that they
Right.
may help you. I will say financially or whatever, networking or new connections. But yeah, that's very interesting, and it's very special. To know that you have those extenders.
Yeah.
That okay, so let's do this. So if you let's say you are meeting me for the first time, we're meeting for the first time, and I'm looking to hire a life coach because I want to come, I would just want to reach my goals. So what would you say to me? How do you approach a person that is looking to hire a life coach?
Yeah, so first I start by asking them, where they are right now, what kind of obstacles we're looking at, and what their ultimate goals are. It's really important for me to also ask, what have they tried so far that hasn't worked? What haven't they tried? And, one thing that's really important with life coaching that I don't think is really emphasized so much, people don't know this so much, is that it's really all about not giving the client the answers, but the client already has the answers. So you as the life coach are always asking questions, So I would be asking you all kinds of questions about, where you're at, where you want to be, and then I would just shift from that to telling you, okay, this is what I do and this is how I can help.
Oh wow! So okay, let's expand a little more on this. When you say that the client already has the answer, what do you mean? What do you mean with that?
Yeah, so obviously, as a coach and certified coach, I have tools, right? So, I've studied NLP and mindfulness and et cetera, et cetera. So I have these tools and techniques that I use with the client, but in terms of everything that the client really needs, I believe that it's deep down, especially when it comes to your passion and your purpose. Like obviously you might need help with specific steps and techniques. So I'll, give them aid with, healthy routines and, the way to really build that lifestyle that they want. But when it comes to, that journey and that seeking, that needs to come from their heart. And that they have known for, a very long time, probably since childhood. But as we grow up, we just kind of become conditioned to think a certain way. And so it's really that deep dive into oneself to find, what it is that like really sparks your life.
Wow, that is fantastic. So basically, you kind of like you see what is the mindset of your client and how much they want to expand, and you kind of like go from there, right?
Exactly.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I wanna. How long you been doing this?
It's actually only been about a year. I would say I've been doing this my whole life, but in terms of, as a job and with all the tools, it's been about a year.
Awesome, awesome. And then this is the website. This is your website. So is this the best way to reach out to you in case clients need your services?
Yeah, for sure. I have a contact us page. It takes you right to a section where you can write me a little note, and it goes straight to my email, which I check every day. So,
Nice. That is awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into this really quick. What is the Life with the LeeNor? It is the 2021 Spirituality and Healing Retreat. Talk to me about this.
yeah, so I might have to push it back actually because of COVID and everything. This was planned a little bit further back, but it will be happening. It's something that I've always dreamed of doing. My mentor, as I spoke about, the one who kind of got me back into life coaching from the scholarship program, she actually runs retreat with life coaches. So it was kind of like this golden opportunity for me, and just like again, like this sign. So this is something that I really want to do. I'm also getting my yoga certificate as soon as there is a vaccine out. I'm planning on going to Thailand with my mother actually and getting our yoga certificate. So I'll be incorporating that into the retreat as well. Like I said, there'll also be mindfulness and healthy eating. I plan to do like all vegan or vegetarian meals the whole time, and it will just be kind of this opportunity for people to come in and center themselves, to really get to know themselves better, which I think is incredibly important, and to become more, at one with the world around them so that they can leave feeling more at peace, more confident, more mindful, and just, give them the tools that they need to live that type of lifestyle.
That sounds so good. Let me know when you're doing that. I want to go with you guys.
For sure.
So let me ask you, when you because I really like this. I really like the fact like you are seeking to help people, to find themselves and to know who they are. Because I mean I understand that sometimes like people they don't feel they are not confident about their future, and
Right.
the hesitation of should I do this? I don't know if I should jump into this investment, these goals, all these different situations that life throws at you, and you don't know exactly what to do or how to do it or where to begin. And obviously, here is where someone like you can help. Everyone out there. So, what is the biggest dream for you? What is your biggest dream as a life coach?
Yeah, so eventually I want to expand a lot. Right now I am only doing, one-on-ones, and I have my book and everything, but I'm currently really excited about this. I'm building a program, and this will allow, anyone anywhere to have the same benefits that they would one-on-one. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you're not directly working with me, But it's, it's the same type of thing. So I will be building a course in the program. It's also going to include a free copy of my workbook. It's going to include a group where everyone that's in the program and in the course can, connect and support each other when I'll be posting in. And it will also include one free one-on-one session. So right now I'm currently building the course, and I'll probably pre-launch it pretty soon. But that's going to take me kind of to another level where I can reach a lot more people. And, eventually I really believe in shooting for the stars. So eventually, I want to be, speaking at big events and just really spreading my message to as many people as I can, which is, like, we have one life, and it's really important that we live it well, and you don't have to follow a specific path to do so. You have to follow your heart. So, and just giving them the tools to really do so. It sounds very romantic with follow your heart, but the point of life coaching is you actually give them the mindset and the tools and everything they need to do so. So.
Nice, I love it. Yeah, there is actually L.S. Brown a quote that I love. Is shoot for the moon, because even if you, I mean, it's shoot for the moon, because even if you fail, I mean, if you fail something like that, you're gonna land among the stars, something like that. So,
Right.
so,
I
so
love
shoot,
that.
shoot for the moon, right?
Right.
That is awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this: if someone that it is like a I would say like a CEO, someone like has many responsibilities, and have big, super big goals, or he's someone like he's already in the next level, but he's still they want to keep reaching, right? So what are some of the tools that you could use with these persons that they have accomplished so much in life, but they want to keep growing and they are still hungry? Okay,
Right.
so what are some of the tools that you will share here with our morning coffee community, so they know, like, oh, okay, we could probably do this?
Right. Well, for someone like that, you don't have to go through the whole, finding yourself and everything. So at that point, it's really all about goals. It's about figuring out, you say you want to go big, but what does that mean to you? What does that look like to you? It's really important in goal visualization to actually see it happen, and figure out exactly what it is. Because a lot of times we say, oh, no, I want to go big, or I want to do this, or, whatever. And a lot of times it stays as words, right? So actually breaking that down, like, what does that look like for you? What does that mean to you? And then, there's manifestation, which is a great practice, but taking the practicality of that, and, the psychological aspect of it, and taking yourself and putting yourself into that visualization of that goal happening. We call that association. So associating into that goal, and feeling it, hearing it, seeing it, because that automatically puts a message in your subconscious that it's possible, and you automatically become more motivated because you're like, okay, I can do this. Now it's completely up to me. There's also something we do a lot of times at the end of every session, so it's like chunking down your goals. A lot of times people never even start what they want to start, just because they're afraid to start, because it looks like this is everything they have to do, but it doesn't have to be. You can break it down into little chunks, and all of a sudden it's super achievable, which is something I also cover in my workbook, is just, breaking down those goals until it becomes something that you can do every single day.
That is fantastic. You look so young. Let me tell you, you look so young. I don't know if this ever happened to you, that you are going through this judgment of people. Oh, she's probably too young to help me, or something like that. I don't know if this ever happened to you before.
No, yeah, I actually, it's funny that you say that, because that was a concern of mine before I started life coaching. I was like, oh my God, like, who's gonna, believe that I can help them with this face? People are telling me I look like, 15, 16. And, still being in my early 20s is pretty young. But I think that I just, I really connect with people on a deep level, and I really care, and people can see that, and people can also see how far I've come in a short time, and know that, yeah, there's facts to back this up. I can get you this place. If I could do this at my age with, the tiny amount of resources that I can get you where you need to be, no matter, how old I am or how old the person is.
That is awesome. I love it. Okay, so right now we're gonna jump really quick in the game of the day. We're gonna jump into the game of the day. That is a very simple game, but it's fun. I really like it, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. So basically, in this game, you're going to select from the four situations. What would you change in the world for everybody out there? Emotional situation, economic situation, political situation, or mindset?
Um, Definitely 100% mindset. I love this question because I think as a coach, it's like, ping. But it's really the number one thing that I think can help change all of those other situations, especially um, economic or emotional. Political is a little bit a different topic, but when you have that mindset shift, it just allows you to achieve so much more, and it really is incredible the difference in the life of someone who is currently struggling and just not in a good place, and the difference between someone is working on the goals and super successful a lot of times is mindset. And so that obviously it takes time, it takes work, it takes resources, but having that mindset shift is the first start in allowing your emotional and your economic situation to change. And you look at so many people who were just at the bottom. They had no resources, they had no support, they were struggling emotionally, financially, etc. But they got on their game and they changed their mindset and they built themselves up, and they were able to be where they are today, very successful. Like a lot of the successful people, especially a lot of like rappers and musicians, and just even like some famous life coaches out there too. You just see them growing themselves completely from how they function. Like a lot of very successful people meditate every day, and they do affirmations, and it's all about self-talk. It's how you talk to yourself, it's how you encourage yourself. It's hearing a negative thought start to come in and then like pushing it away, like, no, I'm great, I got this, and continuing that until you believe it. And yeah, mindset, it's so powerful, and it's my number one thing in life coaching for sure.
That is awesome, guys. Mindset. So let me ask you, what would you change in the world? Yes, you that are watching right now, leave your comment below. Share this show because this show can change people's life, can even save your life completely. Leave your comment below. We're gonna meet you down there in the comments, and LeeNor and myself, we're gonna get back to you as soon as possible. That was fantastic. I love your answer. That was awesome. You see, a simple, fun game to do, something kind of like educated, so we can fire up this morning to all of us. I am also very passionate, and I when I saw your book and I went on Google. To kind of like check your all what you do, everything that you're doing, especially your book. I was amazed, because I had the pleasure to meet you when you were younger, and your mom. You have such a beautiful family, and I was like, wow, this is just so special. I mean, to me, knowing you guys and having the pleasure to meet you guys here, because I am passionate as well about helping others, about growing my own self, and just trying to be the best version that we can be as human beings. And I agree with you 100% that mindset can change it all, can change the whole game. That's why, by the way, in case you are just tuning in, we were talking about her amazing book that is called The Game Changer Workbook. So people can find your book on Amazon.com. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I know that you also have like an ebook version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it available both in paper book and ebook. It's also available through my website, but it just takes you straight to Amazon, so very easy to buy. Mm-hmm.
Nice. That is fantastic. So, it is very important. What I see here, you are like a diamond, right? You are like a diamond to, I'm telling you, and I'm sure people will say, oh, Elio say that because it's at a show or whatever. No. The reason I wanted you to come here is because you are like a diamond for this new generation. You know, the fact like we need more humans like you, like we are young entrepreneurs that they believe in dreams, believe in helping people, believe that we can make it happen regardless. I love what you said. It reminds me of, Jim Rohn when he said, do not allow your circumstances to hold you back because you are greater than that. You know, your situation doesn't determine who you are. And knowing that you are helping people to understand that, because I know it is easy to say it, but when you are going through that and becoming a different version to be able to grow through that, it's a whole different game. So I am super excited to have you here. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about we have a couple minutes to go. Let's talk about books. What are some of the books, some of the authors that you really love to read and you follow them?
Yeah, so there's a couple. There's Paul. I know I'm gonna I know I'm gonna botch this name so much. So I'm just gonna say the book. The author of The Alchemist. I love him so much. It's a Brazilian name. I think it's Paulo Coelho or something like that. Amazing
Yes.
guy, absolutely incredible. One of those prime examples of someone who did not give up, and got to where he is today. In writing The Alchemist, he published it, and it was not popularized for years. And then he just, continued writing, continued on his journey, and all of a sudden he was reaching masses and changing lives. So that's a big one for me. The Alchemist is probably my favorite book. It's very spiritual, but it's also, very empowering, and it's cute because it's in the type as a story, but when you read it, you just want to go through and highlight everything because there's so many just important messages, and he's always talking about listening to your heart and finding your path and that type of thing. And then another book right now that I'm actually reading that I really love, I think it's called The Happiness Advantage, and it completely aligns with all of my goals. Yeah. One of my close friends actually gifted me this book. He was like, yeah, like, I think you'll really like it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I'm in love. It talks all about mindset. It talks about how you can have two people in the same situation, and they can have completely different experiences just because of their perspective. So those are probably two of my favorite books. It's kind of my realm of just finding your happiness, finding your path, and taking your life into your own hands.
That is awesome. There is a book that I really love that you can check it out on Amazon.com as well. It's called The Road to Your Best Stuff. Yeah, that book is by Mike Williams, and Mike Williams, it is nothing less than Les Brown's mentor. The reason Les Brown these days, is just one of the most powerful speakers in the world, is because of Mike Williams. And I am reading that book right now, and I am also reading The Power of Positive Thinking by it's not Earl Nightingale, it is actually Norman Vincent Peale. That's the author. It's just fantastic. And there is another bunch of books that I have that I am working on them as well. So yeah, that is fantastic. So with the minute that we have, a final message that you would like to share with our morning coffee community, with the new generation, with any generation, especially women that they are looking to reach their goals and dreams and to take their lives to the next level.
Yeah, if I could leave you guys with any message, men, women, every generation, it would be that whatever your goal is, it's 100% possible. It's up to you to go after it, but you don't have to do it alone. It's about your mindset. It's about breaking it down until it goes from crazy impossible to super achievable. And it's just about changing your inner talk, believing in yourself, and taking your life and your power into your own hands. You have the power, no matter what you've been through, no matter who you are, you have the power to overcome everything that you've been, and now to take what your goals and drives are and to turn them into a reality. You can do it 100%, and don't ever doubt it.
You got what it takes. In other words, you got what it takes. Let's make it happen. I love it so much. Hey, thank you for giving us the opportunity to have you here and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful morning coffee show with you. I really appreciate you, and I really admire, that desire that you have within you to help people, to reach their goals and their dreams. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Honestly, it's been such an honor, like I said, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity to speak to you and to share this message with everyone. So thank you.
Awesome. And you guys that are watching, remember to follow our morning coffee page on Facebook, on YouTube. Like us and follow us all over it. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. You can find us all over the place, especially in Facebook. Like and click on the follow button because you don't want to miss these extraordinary human beings that come to morning coffee to change just 30 minutes of your morning. Let's bring the energy level up, and I wish you have a wonderful rest of your week. Do not forget to stay tuned, stay blessed, and live full. We're going to see you guys next time. Thank you, LeeNor. You are awesome. Guys, thank you very much for watching Morning Coffee with Elio. Yes, we're really looking forward to seeing you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do not forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and become part of the Morning Coffee with Elio community. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and live full.